We're building fully generative conversational agents for healthcare practices. CommandDot was a bit ahead of its time. We started this company November 2019, so literally 3 months before the world shut down. I've always joked that someone should actually revive it. It's not going to be me, but someone should, and it'll be funny to see if we do revive it tonight. Yeah, that needed a little bit of history, so I'm not just known as the guy who made a flowchart with came in a flowchart. I had death threats over a Chili's meme that I made. I'm 32, and at this point in my life, I was I'm going for a big home run, and that's it.
Do you think where you live is a big dictator on your professional success?
The people who move there and haven't done their tour duty here, I find are less motivated. Pretty sure I'm gonna get sued at some point for all, not by them. I'm just saying it's one of these companies at some point is gonna be this guy is defaming our business.
Welcome to Software Slices, the show where every week we build a unique piece of software with an even more unique guest. We're your hosts, Horatio and Aman, and today we are joined by Alex Cohen, the man notorious for being fired from most every single tech company in their highest and most notorious moments, and is also a serial entrepreneur and currently the co-founder and CEO of Hello Patient, an AI startup that helps supply healthcare providers with AI agents that help give patients seamless experiences while booking anything from a doctor's appointment to a doctor's update. Alex, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I haven't been fired from Hello Patient just yet.
Soon. That's the one. Yeah, I mean, if anyone's been on Twitter or X, they've probably run into one of your posts over the past few years. It's crazy just the amount of reach that you've had. And I think as of late last year, you started working on Hello Patient. Would love to start just hearing a little bit more about that and the story and how it's been going.
Sure. It's been about 15 months now, maybe. So we started April last year. Was at Carbon Health for about 3.5 years. I don't know, a lot of people have been to Carbon. We saw 1 million patients a year. And so anyone who's ever used that app or booked online or got a bill in the mail or anything, that was on my team for 3.5 years. And then first year I was there, I also got handed the call center. Things were pretty fucked up during COVID when I joined. And so our COO was like, hey, do you want to go fix the call center? And I was like, I guess. That sounds not fun, but I'll go do it. And so, fast forward now 5 years later, and I'm still trying to automate away a bunch of call center software stuff. And so, in a nutshell, we're building fully generative conversational agents for healthcare practices. So voice, texting, and chat are the 3 channels that patients can basically talk to their healthcare clinics now. Automating everything away. On the inbound side, you think about calling in to schedule an appointment, reschedule, confirm, cancel, whatever that is. And on the outbound side, which is pretty interesting, it's all the things around scheduling your annual wellness visit or getting you to come back into the clinic and doing all the things that would require a person calling out to you. And so we do both. We call ourselves an AI native patient engagement platform.
Amazing.
Yeah, awesome. And I guess on that theme of optimization, we were talking about an idea before this, actually of an idea that you worked on in the past called CommandDot, which is kind of, idea around kind of working with calendars, automating scheduling. So we jammed on that a bit, and just a quick refresher on the format of the show. We kind of come in with a couple of prototypes, then we're just going to work on it together, iterate, hopefully get to a point of something that's fun, something that's maybe even useful that you can use in your own day-to-day, or maybe becomes a product one day.
Yeah, no, this is a funny episode because, CommandDot was a bit ahead of its time. We started this company November 2019, so literally 3 months before the world shut down, and I'd raised a pre-seed round for us literally the week before the world shut down in March 2020. Wow. Raised a couple $1 million, and then we had a co-founder falling out. So November of that year I left, and that's how I ended up at Carbon. But I always used to joke that this was the perfect product. Now that OpenAI exists and all the LLMs to we were trying to do natural language processing back in 2019 before you could just tell an LLM, hey, I want to schedule times for 3 p.m. and it could go figure out what you were saying. And so I've always joked that someone should actually revive it. It's not going to be me, but someone should, and it'll be funny to see if we do revive it tonight.
Amazing. Yeah, there's definitely a graveyard of ideas that just needed a few more years for the LLM boom to be able to work. So let's jump into it. Horatio has a couple of kind of quick prototypes that we whipped up.
Oh, cool.
I'd love to just show you, get your kind of gut reactions.
Yeah, it's not very much of a start. It's basically a couple prompts in here, and then we're gonna have to do a lot of downloading. But the first
Chrome
approach
extension package.
Yeah, exactly. We'll make it a Chrome extension. Just play around with it, and we'll see if we can get it to. I mean, the inspiration, like you were saying, you were doing a lot of natural language processing with all these specialized commands. Yeah. Now you could just, we'll see if we could just chat directly within it and then get the same actions and see how far we can get from just basically getting times to free formatting times and then go from there.
Yeah, this is like on the left, that was the command line experience that would pop up over your screen. And then there were a bunch of like settings that you could tab into, but now you don't really need to do that. Like it should just be a chat interface to be like, oh, do you want Eastern time or do you want to change this? Or like you just tell it what to do and it keeps changing it. And so that was intentional because this was really fucking hard in 2019 to figure out how to do before, before like you could just like tell GPT to do it.
Do anything.
Yeah, so let's give it a go. So I got it queued up in here. It's just like literally a simple calendar display. It looks really ugly, but this is just a start. It's like I just told it to give me some hard-coded times.
Nice. Like this is your calendar right now we're looking at.
Not even connected to Google, but we can set it up right now. So maybe that'll be our first prompt. We'll ask it, hey, like, can you connect this to my actual Google Calendar, and then go from there.
Cool.
So this within these packages.
I see the manifest file.
Yeah. All right, awesome. Instead of just having hard-coded times, could you actually go through and set it up so that we could connect to my actual Google Calendar?
Oh, nice. You guys are using Wispr to do this?
Yep. Shout out to Wispr Flow. Yeah. Essential tool for every time we run it. And
I helped them go viral when they did their seed launch.
Oh, amazing.
Perfect. Well, it wasn't a firing tweet, was it?
No, I don't remember what that one was. I'll have to go back and double check.
Okay.
I've helped a few companies go viral recently, like Anti-Metal's another one.
Oh yeah.
Was it like did they reach out to you beforehand to like make sure you like engaged?
Yeah, it was like, hey, can you get involved with our launch announcement? Like we want reach. And so sometimes I'll like tap the Shitposter crew and like figure out how we do a thing together. And so Anti-Metal, though, I don't know if you guys remember, they did like their whole pizza thing.
They had the pizza thing.
And I got more likes on my post than they did on their like original post because I asked him to send me 10 pizza boxes to basically be like, and then my wife wrote a handwritten note as a fake thing to be like, sorry that you were fired from 10 jobs. Here's one pizza to make up for it for each. And it went very viral.
Oh my God, I love that. I'm friends with Bradley. Shout out Bradley, who's on the Anti-Metal team. He does design stuff. He built the landing page for the last launch,
that one was sweet. Yeah, I'm hiring if Bradley, if you hear this. So
I think he's also hiring. So
fair enough.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, what's that? Do you have like a group chat of
What's my next question? Is it Telegram? Is it a Telegram lockdown signal?
No, it's just iMessage. Like we don't use any of that other shit. So it's just an iMessage group called Shitposters. It's me, Turner Novak, Trung, and Chris Baki.
Nice.
Yeah, Chris secretly runs my LinkedIn account right now. So in case anyone ever sees some dumb stuff on LinkedIn, you can blame him, not me. But
that's amazing.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a small world of shit posters out there.
Yeah.
Especially those that like are non-anonymous.
Yeah. I always wonder like when people see like one of your fired tweets or something like that, if they think it's real. And there's probably definitely a subset who think it's real and have no idea what's going on when they see a shit post.
Oh yeah, 100%.
All right. So while we were chatting, I just had to do two little prompts sequentially. One was just adding like the Google ID or whatever. But let's give it a go. Let's see where we're at now. It's still showing up today's schedule. Maybe I have to just go ahead and let me remove it and then re-add it.
Yeah, it's crazy that the Chrome extension, like testing flow, hasn't gotten much better. You just have to like
download and then re-upload. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh yeah, it's really annoying.
And there's there's no details on.
No errors.
Yeah, no errors to look at. I actually have never debugged a Chrome extension before. Here we go.
It's been so long that I just like totally forget.
Yeah.
How?
I mean, you could use the regular DevTools to see the logs.
Oh, that's right. They must show up in here. Oh wait, no, it's got an errors button here.
Just gonna give that back. Yeah. To and be like, fix my code.
Wow, you hit the console logs, it just says error. All right.
This is the fun part of the show where we just like, I'll let you talk. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I don't want to get into your process.
Here, we'll just clear it.
It's like, you're right.
Yeah.
Clear.
That's my favorite.
We're getting errors. And could you just find if we're connecting properly?
It got me saying, you're right. Well, it'll figure it out.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. One of the things is we're trying to find a balance too of like what to keep in to the show in the final cut of like what's like the nice stuff but not too boring.
Yeah. I imagine this show is also kind of hard to listen to because you want to like see what's happening, and so it's more of like a
visual
YouTube style.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's see what it says.
It's just gonna give us some like better errors. It needs some better view.
Yeah, Chrome extensions are a pain in the ass. So do you guys have engineering backgrounds, or you just vibe code?
I have an engineering background.
Did you hear there was another leak today?
Really?
Like all the chats got leaked.
Oh man.
Yeah. Their founder apparently did a 6-month boot camp school, so like that's his engineering background.
Yeah.
I saw your call out on the levels of there's fucked up and then there's a leak your entire user's base.
You just accidentally doxed like 100,000 women levels of fucked up.
Yeah, that's
all right.
It's not good.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. That's your real calendar.
We're queued up with you right here. Sweet. Yeah. All right, let's add some chat, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can like actually chat and see if like we can show tomorrow's schedule. Or where would you like to take it?
Well, so you got the calendar loaded. So I think, our end goal, right, is to get times to share to your clipboard. So I think, I would chat and just be like, we could say like load to like have like a date picker to like go through the times and see that it's loading everything appropriately first.
Cool. Go ahead and add a date picker so that we can properly see tomorrow, next week, and other dates around our calendar. There you go.
Let's see what it says.
While it's loading, and it'll probably start writing code a little bit. One question is, speaking of like calling people out or like jumping on like key moments in tech, what's been your recent most favorite like call out? More of like a interaction, really.
Oh man, the most recent one was like the astronomer stuff. And I tweeted that I got fired from astronomer for planning the Coldplay concert, and that got like 230,000 likes, and pretty sure I'm gonna get sued at some point for all, not by them. I'm just saying like it's one of these companies at some point is gonna be like, this guy like is defaming our business, like but they were well a meme before I memed them.
Oh yeah, they're well beyond like they'd have to go after everyone at that point.
They would. I don't know, I don't get any like weird interactions per se. It's just funny when like things hit and you like don't expect them to.
What's like the craziest thing that's happened, or like one of the?
I had death threats over like a Chili's meme that I made. I'm not even kidding. Like I think I tweeted a couple years ago. I was like, I don't understand how these 4 restaurants still exist. It was Chili's, Olive Garden, Applebee's, and I don't know, like a 4th random like kind of frozen food restaurant, and like legit dudes in the Midwest were like sending me death threats in my DMs.
Some diehard Chili's fans.
Yeah, they're like, that, like, you fucking coastal piece of shit. Like, this is the only good restaurant my family and me has, like, in my small, basically, like, that kind of stuff.
Chili's is, like, on a tear, though, right? They had, like, a big resurgence, I think.
They might. Like, are they doing, like, unlimited lobster and stuff like that? Oh, it was lobster. That was the other one. Red Lobster was the 4th one.
I think they shut down. But
Did
Chili's, I think so.
Oh.
Or they were bankrupt at some point. But Chili's, I think they're doing well.
Yeah. Look, I will eat at Chili's occasionally.
Yeah.
But I still don't understand how people go there that often.
Oh, yeah. No. It's a different lifestyle.
And then Olive Garden, I went there after I tried it. I was like, you know what? Maybe I am the asshole. Like, let me go try Olive Garden. And it was the saltiest, like, shittiest frozen Italian food ever. So I tried. I did my best.
Olive Garden has, like, a nostalgia factor for me. I feel like
I went there growing up.
Yeah, it was, like, one of those things that just family time.
Smoky Bones. Yeah. Like, my family loved chains, actually. We grew up in the suburbs, so.
Yeah. Yeah, all these places that you named. I also grew up in like Chicago suburbs, and literally, our town is notoriously known for just having chain restaurants. We don't have a main street. We just have like a huge mall sprawl. Wow. So yeah, all those places, and the Sodium hold a special place in the heart.
Yeah. Look, I will say the one chain that I will still go to often is Cheesecake Factory. I love that place.
Awesome. If you want to take a look, so what it said is like on the last response when we went, it's like it just basically confirmed like I'll add a date picker.
Nice.
And then I just loaded it up. We'll see if it actually has. I think it added navigation arrows, date input field. We might not need date input field, but let's see what it whipped up. Cool. Right up here, we'll load it up. All right.
Oh, sweet. So it is
tomorrow.
There you go. Sweet. You got some PM meetings tomorrow.
I do.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah. So now I think we need a pop-up that basically, I mean, it's like, I guess there's two ways to approach it. One, we could like create the modal that actually pops up on the screen versus like being attached to the actual Chrome extension icon, and then embed our calendar there, or just like launch a chat somewhere in this like interface to see if it can chat.
Oh, can you do modals from a Chrome extension?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
that's
the same
what we
libraries.
built.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so basically like when you pressed CommandDot on your keyboard, it would pop up a thing. Like, so what you're sharing is just like a settings thing attached to the extension, but there is a way to invoke like a whole thing to pop up over your screen.
Okay. Wow, I didn't know that. I thought this was part of like the Mac OS app or something
so if
else.
you
That was
scroll
like
on this landing page, I'm curious what other screenshots my old co-founder left on here. So, no, there's a lot of like goobly gob. He also was really big into planting trees. It was weird. Like for every hour you saved it, he'd plant a tree.
Plant a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Like plant a physical tree?
Yeah, with some I don't know, it was weird. I don't know, I'd take a screenshot of like this maybe.
Okay.
And then like share that into the code builder and be like, make this pop up.
Yeah. I'll get the one that's all the way up on the hero because it's got the colors, the main colors, it seems like.
Yeah.
Maybe just the left side, right?
Yeah.
That's probably good.
Cool.
It's funny. I now invested. I'm going to give them a free shout out, but Howie AI, have you seen them?
Yeah, that's how you scheduled this pod.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, Austin hit me up, I don't know, maybe like a year ago, and he was like, did you enjoy building CommandDot? And I was like, no, fuck that. But like, what are you doing? And he was like, I want to build, basically bring back like X.AI, which was the OG scheduling tool. And I was like, sweet, I'm in. And so we made the investment into Howie, and like they're doing really well. And they've kind of, it's been like a resurgence of like what's old is new. But now that AI is a thing, you know, Howie like just does all of my stuff. And so this, like, I don't even like with what we're building now, I don't even need it. But like our goal was eventually to take this interface and connect all your SaaS tools behind the hood. So you could basically just chat with this extension and be like, this fucking prospect just called me, like Salesforce go update. And then it would like go do the thing and find the record and all that stuff. And then you could like search. And so you wouldn't have to ever like leave the apps you were in basically.
You guys were building agents.
Yeah, we were. We were. But like, again, way harder back in 2019.
What were you even like using?
Our own like natural language stuff. Wow. So we'd like parse keywords and like try to find a whole bunch of like keyword matching basically, and then some. Yeah. It was
my gosh.
Not great.
Wow. Dang. Cool. In the meantime, what I threw in there, gave it the screenshot. What we said earlier. Yeah. Just use the Chrome extension feature of making this tool more of a pop-up that shows in the middle of the screen. Make it like this.
Nice. I can help you convert your Chrome extension. Use a content script that creates. Wow. Look at that. It knows what to do. I like that. And then we'll have to assign a keyboard shortcut that's not CommandDot. We need something else.
Command comma?
That could work.
How about command question mark?
I like that.
Yeah.
If it's not taken.
That opens a Chrome thing right now, I think.
It's not doing anything for me.
Oh.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Cool.
You got Chrome?
Oh, actually, no. I think it depends on the web page.
Okay.
That was the hardest part of CommandDot is we had to like override this, like some other fucking app. I think it was one of the pop-up blockers always took over that as their shortcut. And so we always had to tell people like, hey, you got to go override that shortcut. Yeah,
I built this Chrome extension which was like kind of like the ChatGPT. They had an extension at some point where you could just like open up ChatGPT anywhere type of thing. So I built something like that. I had to go through so many shortcuts to find one. I think I landed like Command Shift L or something. It was like super random.
Yeah, maybe we'll make it if you hold like space long enough.
Yeah.
I don't know how Wispr takes over the function key so well.
What do you use for Wispr? Is it function?
They've got a
function.
Function. You can tap it, or you can do function space, and then it'll hold.
Oh, cool! I didn't know that. I just hold it down.
Yeah.
I use them a lot for now. Like talk. I look like a fucking schizophrenic talking into my computer, but
while you're coding, or just for like
emails for like
or
prompting. Like I'll tell Claude within Cursor to be like, hey, I need to update this prompt or like this instruction. Like so for us, we're taking in a healthcare practices SOP, and we're turning it into a set of instructions for an agent, and I'll be like, hey, I need to change this flow or this flow. Like this thing is not working properly. I actually have something to fix at some point tonight, and so I'll usually like talk to it now instead of typing in all the things.
Nice.
All right, let's give it a shot. Nope. Maybe if I drag it.
Does it want a shortcut?
Let me double check that I uploaded the most recent one. Oh, I see what's happening. So part of the prompt, I just might have some extra files in there that it doesn't like. Extension loaded. One more time. My guess is that it threw in some files that it doesn't like. Content.js is one of them.
Wow, it even said it created a beautiful floating pop-up. Did it say it requires you to like invoke it somehow?
Let's see. It's just like not even.
It says click the extension icon.
Yeah, it's not even popping up inside of the. It says extension loaded, but let's remove it one more time. Let's just remove everything. Load unpacked. One more. Oh, okay. It's there. Let's just double check this is loaded in. Okay, it is the most recent one, but it didn't show up as a pop-up.
Claude.
Go.
Claude, you liar.
It's still not showing up as a pop-up. You can see it's attached to the Chrome bar still.
Yeah, while it's building, I'm curious, like, on one side there's shit posting, on the other side there's healthcare, which is like a very not shit posting thing. Like, has there ever been a situation where a client or a customer is like, hey, like
no, not really. Yeah. We've had like, I guess what you wouldn't expect, where we've had a couple of like large healthcare groups be like, oh, we find your stuff really funny. Like, keep posting. I think like you have to remember, like, behind the healthcare boringness is like real people who do have senses of humor most of the time. And so we're also like pretty, I don't think most of them know that I'm on Twitter. They're mostly following my LinkedIn because we'll connect. And so I'm a little bit more sensitive to, or like a little bit more restricted on LinkedIn about what I'll share. So actually I do have a bunch of posts to review right now of like shit posts basically.
The drafts.
Yeah, should we review them live?
Dude,
like
that'd be amazing.
That could be fun.
Also, Horatio's getting the pizza. I don't know if he told you about software slices, so we get pizza every episode.
Yeah,
so
I'll eat some pizza.
We'll have
Let's go.
A snack real soon. But yeah, I would love to rip through the draft tweets. That's like,
oh my God, this one's so long. I don't think I can read this out loud right now.
What's your like creative process and workshop? Does it just like hit you, or do you like sit there?
No, they write it for me now. Well, so Twitter is all like you shoot from the hip. Like, you don't plan anything, and you just like fire away.
Yeah.
LinkedIn though, like Chris and his team will, I don't know if I'm supposed to share that they're my ghostwriters, but like whatever. I'm sure he'll like that he's getting a shout out. But like they'll just like, we'll meet once a week and I'll talk through content that's working, and then they'll post. They'll basically like write. We have an app where they write a bunch of drafts, and then I'll review them, and then I'll choose what to go live. So like, I don't know. This one says, oh my God, these are so long, Chris. Here, should I just read it? It's kind of long.
Yeah, or maybe Horatio could pull it up after. Okay, actually, I'm going to help him grab the pizza.
Okay.
And then we can get back to it.
No worries. Sweet. Thank you.
This is very cheesy.
Yeah, look at that. Where's it from?
Where is it from?
This is Bleecker Street.
Bleecker Street.
This is the second time in like a week I've had Bleecker Street.
Yeah, we were going to read some draft tweets.
Okay.
Draft posts.
Draft LinkedIn posts.
Draft LinkedIn posts, sorry.
In business, you need three things: knowledge, ability, and luck. We're committed to building a world-class company, so we prioritize them equally, not just at the hiring stage, but on a routine basis. Knowledge. We seek out candidates with great grades from great schools, not Ivy only, but prestige matters. Ability. Show us what you've done before and show us what you can do even more once we wait, this feels real. But it ends with, if you're not knowledgeable, skilled, and lucky, there's no place for you on our team. Oh, here's the joke. Sorry, I fucked up before we got to it. Luck. Every month at the All Hands, we put everyone's name on a big carnival wheel and spin it. If it lands on you, you're fired. Unless you're my friend that I hire. Then we pretend it malfunctioned and respin it until we get someone who asks annoying HR questions.
That's amazing. You got to be lucky.
It felt really. It got me in the first half. So it feels worth posting.
That's a good plot twist. Like that's the type of thing where people are like half the LinkedIn audience is going to read that and think it's real, and they're going to be like, "Wow, this person's crazy."
Before
my favorite.
I was going to say this is. I think you're going to. I'll let you take it away. But this is my favorite.
Flowchart.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, you can share it. You can share it.
Well, I was going to ask you a question. Like, this is one of my favorite moments. Seeing people on LinkedIn share it in earnest. Your flowchart. Could you tell who Ella is or Ella is?
Yeah, Ella. Oh God, how do I explain this? So Ella is an autistic prostitute who shares a lot of her stories in deep detail, including the data behind her stories. And she had a gangbang birth. I can't believe I'm telling this story out loud. She had a gangbang birthday party, like, I don't know, 6 months ago. And she documented everything from all the applications to her gangbang to the number of guys that came inside of her and the number of guys that came inside of a fluffer and like those that didn't finish. So like this entire like Sankey chart, for those who don't know what a Sankey chart is, it's like a flow chart with a lot of branches that like branches off. It. Yeah. And so anyway, this flow chart's amazing because like you never expect a Sankey chart that ends with came in a fluffer. And so I took it and I was like, and I redid it to say like, here's what it's like. I think, what was it, like raising money? Like raising venture money. And I was like 1,000 cold emails, like 500 ghosted me, like 300 auto responded, like I'm in Italy for the summer. Whatever. I made it look like kind of real, but I still left came in a fluffer at the end. And I shared it and I was like, oh, the state of fundraising right now is tough. And like so many people started sharing it earnestly. Like, oh my God, it's so hard to fundraise all this stuff. Oh, no. There was one VC that included it in like an email newsletter that they sent out. It was pretty amazing actually. Wow. But, yeah, that needed a little bit of history, so I'm not just known as the guy who made like a flow chart with came in a fluffer. So.
Well, now it's on the record.
Yeah, yeah.
At least founders know that came in the fluffer is still a potential end goal from your Sankey chart.
One of the exit opportunities.
You could.
All right, let's go back to where we were displaying.
Loading yet?
Let's see. It's one of these two.
Italy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so for the chat, let's see if he doesn't hallucinate. One thing I did mess up, I think I checked a checkpoint, reverting all the features from like trying to attempt the middle of the screen. I got rid of like the navigation. We'll add that soon. Let's see if we chat.
What's this using to chat?
I actually didn't put OpenAI yet, so
what? So it's just
gonna hallucinate. Oh yeah, so it's just spitting out randomness.
Okay, let's add
those bubbles, something else.
Maybe like be like, what availability do I have tomorrow?
Yeah, let me throw in the OpenAI key. And yeah, I don't think we're gonna set up a whole server. I have one saved here. The one thing is like you have to throw in the key like inside of the files.
For like the demo.
But just for demo purposes, we'll hide this later. Can you make the chat interface actually use OpenAI to ingest any of the calendar events and just actually answer the user's questions and commands? Here's the key.
Kind of toasty with these lights in here.
Yeah, it's warm. It's also it's like one of the hottest weeks in New York ever.
Right? I mean, relatively, it's not as hot as Texas.
Yeah. The humidity here though is killer. True. I think the AC's off, otherwise it would be loud.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll manage.
Yeah.
So you've kind of lived, you've hit kind of some of the main tech cities, Austin, New York, San Francisco. What's been your favorite place that you've lived in? And do you think where you live is a big dictator on like your professional success? How do you view that?
By far, I love living in Austin over the other two cities. Like, I'm back here and I'm like, I don't know how people do this shit. It's like life on hard mode for no reason. But it's like, oh, I got to go get groceries. I'm going to go farmer carry like 30 pounds of groceries back home. Yeah. But everyone just looks like they're just like struggling to do basic tasks. Like, it's just like effort, to do everything. And so... and it's funny, when I've been up here for a few weeks and my wife and kids came up, and my wife after a week and a half was like, fuck this, send me back to Austin. Yeah. And so she's back in Austin. But I think New York and SF are great if you're like in your 20s, out of school, there's like the most amount of like job opportunities and networking, and really like the city kind of forces you to hustle and work hard. Austin, I think, is a great place to go after you've done your tour duty in one of those two cities, and you like have a network, you just like have done stuff. I wouldn't go to Austin as like the first, unless you're coming to work for us, the first, like as your first job, basically. Like I think if you move there without a job, it's a weird place to be. I think if you move there with like a clear intent, like again, like we're about to hire like 12 or 15 roles over the next 6 months. And so we'll probably try to get folks to move, and we are getting folks to move to Austin, but I wouldn't go, like I would go to SF and move there and feel comfortable being like, I'll find a job at one of the fucking 5,000 tech companies that are here. Same thing in New York. I mean, there's so many companies. We just don't have that density in Austin. And so I think you end up with a different, the people who move there and haven't done their tour duty here, I find are less motivated and don't work as hard as like folks in like the two coastal cities, basically. But I think that's true of like most mid-market cities. And sure, I think people will get offended. They're like, oh, we have hard workers in Austin. Like we do. It's just they're rarer than here. Like everyone's hustling here because rent's $6,000 a month for a 1-bedroom. So
yeah, got to keep swimming like a shark.
Yeah, and also like when you're a startup, your money goes so much further there. Like we raised close to $8 million so far to date, and like our burn is much lower than it would. We have one investor who's here in New York, and I'm like telling her how much our office is and how much we pay people. She's like, oh my God, like I'm double that for every one of these things. And like you guys are growing faster than us. And I was like, whoops. I was like, you can just move to Austin. She's like, no, I'm from New York. I was like, fine. But, yeah, I think it's just, but I don't think I could like do what we're doing now had I had not built a network over the last 12 years.
Really?
Like being in Austin, I mean.
Has that mostly developed from Twitter?
No, it's just been like around people, like just meeting more and more and more folks over the last, I mean, I think like Twitter helps in some regards, but it's definitely not the main reason why. I mean, it's not the main reason why we've been able to like raise money and do things like that.
Yeah. I'm curious, if you had to go back, would you have done the same strategy content-wise, or would you have reapproached certain things? Because like kind of how we hinted earlier, going into a more serious industry from
I wouldn't change a thing.
You wouldn't change a thing?
Yeah. I just post for the love of the game, and like it's just and if people take offense to that, then like whatever, it doesn't matter. So and for the most part, like it's not been an issue with any of that stuff, like customers or hiring people and things like that.
Awesome. All right, so this should have OpenAI queued up. Cool. So if I ask it, what event do I have today? Man, that's really small, and I can't zoom in on the...
You might be able to like pinch zoom just into your screen.
No. What event do I have today? Hopefully it says this podcast. It's thinking.
Look at that.
Look at that.
It works.
Here we go.
Ship it.
What about tomorrow? No, I want to know it's tomorrow.
Nope, only today.
Incredible.
Good
Tomorrow,
try.
please.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I wonder if it's did you accidentally revert to only showing today's? Somebody doesn't know how to get to tomorrow's calendar.
I did accidentally. It shouldn't matter because it should just pull like
It's probably only sending today's in the prompt.
Yeah.
So you'd need to
awesome.
just say like send next week all of the week's data in every prompt or something.
Maybe would it be too much to send?
Well, this is what I do now. I'm like, I'll talk to it and be like, it won't let me it won't let me pull times from tomorrow and like see if Replit can figure out or Claude can figure out what's broken.
Yeah. I mean,
Just
it will.
Just give it the problem.
It's only pulling the current dates from the Google Calendar connection. Could we expand the window of the number of dates available that it can pull?
Should we specify in the chat, like in the AI? In the AI chat.
Use as context inside of the chat for the AI to answer questions around those events as well.
You're right.
You're
accidentally added a parameter for one day. It's the funniest thing with Claude.
Have you, building AI agents, do you have any sycophancy or anything that you try to like have to beat out of the models underlying it, or what's been like your biggest pet peeve?
Yeah, I mean, our prompts are just so complex for like how to make these agents work. Like we had some prompts that were like 30,000 tokens at one point, and like running that through like a real-time voice model is really hard. But the hardest thing that we've now resolved mostly through multi-agent architecture is just like prompt length, basically. And so when you have just like so many steps in a flow, so I'll give you an example. Like if I'm scheduling your appointment, I now have to look you up as a patient. I have to verify you. Then I have to search for your available appointments or like services or locations or something. And I have to like go through like many steps to ultimately get to like your appointment is confirmed for day and time or whatever. And like that's talking to some EHR that's probably broken. So what the agent will do is like if you have multiple of these like workflows and then one prompt, it'll like start mixing up the different steps, or it'll like, or I need to chain together tool calls to say like, hey, you need to go get available slots and then take that slot ID and then go get available locations, take that location ID. And then sometimes it'll just put in placeholders. I'm like, why the fuck did you do that? Like it's had explicit instructions, like use previous appointment ID. And so it's things like that where you basically, to solve for it, you have to sanitize all of your examples going into the prompt. And so all these like Cursor and Claude love to make fake examples up inside of the prompting. And so I have to like, beat that out of them, be like, sanitize everything, like put variable, like put placeholders in, because or else it'll be like, I see you have an appointment with Jane Smith. And it's like, no, you fucking don't. That was just an example in the prompt. And now I have to go like remove that basically.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think the other thing, especially with voice tools, is like the latency, like that response time is like so noticeable. I'm curious like how you
less now.
With that. Yeah,
I can show you guys. Sometimes it likes to get feedback if it's in this case.
Got it. You're dealing with a cat emergency.
No, start over.
By calling us. No problem at all. Let's get started. Can you tell me your pet's name and what kind of animal they are? Thanks for sharing that. I'm so sorry to hear that. You did the right thing by calling us. Can I get your name so we can be ready for you?
My name is, I don't know, what should my name be? Break it. Are you there?
I understand this is a stressful time. I'm here with you.
How much is it going to be?
I understand cost is important. The emergency exam fee is $255, and after that, the doctor will give you a detailed estimate based on what needs. Would you like me to connect you with a doctor now, or are you planning to come in?
I'll come on in. Where are you located?
I'm going to text you our address and a link to check in online ahead of time. Can I send that now?
Sure. Sure.
Perfect. I'm sending that to you now. You should receive it shortly.
Nice.
Please arrive safely, and we'll be ready when you arrive.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck happened in the beginning of that call, but like that is
good,
yeah.
Cool. Speaking of tool calls, let's see if this this agent can now, or this chat can now tell me what else do I have going on this week. Let's see if it gets a full. Wow. Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah, just
Dumped.
no formatting.
Now it's the prompt engineering time.
Yeah, but I got the future dates to the 31st.
Ask it to format it for you, see
Perfect.
what it does.
Yeah.
Like format this not shitty ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Maybe like anytime you're outputting a date,
Markdown.
format it nicely.
Yeah, it's just that it's marked down.
Yeah.
Let's see, can vanilla HTML and stuff do that?
Yeah, it should
It's
be
always-
able to format. I mean, it can
It
format
always
the
tries
markdown.
to like, yeah, it always tries to like download some packages. Let's see.
Yeah.
Great, we're getting responses. Could you make sure that we have formatting for markdown responses from the AI agent? Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, no.
All right. So let's see if we can get this, and then let's add those navigation buttons back, along with like making it more style to the CommandDot colors.
Or what's this?
Or
what's
what?
like
How do
a
you want to wrap it
visual-
up?
Oh, Yeah, I mean, we should definitely add some design to it.
Are there any like brands or visual styles that you like?
I mean, we can make it like terminal-like if we want to go kind of like Miami's, 90s retro vibes.
Okay. Any websites where that stand out, like with Miami retro vibes? I could pull that in.
Just like give it a mood board of.
Isn't like Poolside like that?
Poolside.
Not Poolside AI, like Poolside.
That like crypto? Were they crypto?
Oh, what was it? Try poolsuite.net.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I think they're pretty retro.
Oh, cool. Cool. All right, yeah, let's.
What is this?
I don't know. I just remember seeing it and it caught.
It's a nice, very nice site.
Oh, we're back. No more rate limits.
Oh, okay, nice.
Did you have to Slack someone?
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about. That was wild. All right. Let's see if we get a nicer.
Yeah, I literally don't know what Pool Suite is, but we're on it.
It's a nice site.
Okay, let's see. What other events do I have going on this week? Oh, I think it's shut down. It's shut down over here on the right.
What do you mean?
Just said service worker inactive.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Was there?
Nothing.
If you click the errors, does it say anything?
Oh, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think it just like signed out. I think I got tired of being logged in on my Google Calendar. All right. What other events do I have going on this week? There we go. Give us a prettier message. Could have done new lines. It didn't handle lists.
Well, so
Let's
I
see
think
if we
our
can-
goal anyway is to get a formatted output that you can then copy
Yeah.
and paste into your email.
Cool.
So
And we'd want the like inverse of when you're busy, right? Like we want to know when
we
you're
want
free.
you free. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And well, eventually within working hours and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
Let's see. What times am I free for a meeting?
look at that.
Cool.
oh, nice.
So
Can I get those in Easter time?
So
Well, they
maybe
are.
just a copy.
oh yeah, we haven't even tried to figure out time zones yet.
Yeah.
Well, I think it'll get it. I mean, well, we could say. I think it's already sending the current time and time.
Right.
So it does send that in the system prompt already.
That's true.
So it'll know.
That was a problem. We had to do time zones a few years ago.
Those are some of the things that make you want to cry sometimes as a developer.
So we need to be like, see what happens if you say like, generate this, or can I talk to it real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Here, I'll move
Use
this one.
FN. Generate this as an output that I can paste into my email when I'm sharing times with someone.
Ah, it gave you like
Kind of did it.
well, yeah. I guess it just needs to handle new lines.
Yeah.
And then just print out the message. We could
Yeah.
do like some prompting.
And then like a copy button in here.
Yeah. Let's go for the copy button and like the design improvements, the Miami Vice look
Okay.
in the same prompt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shot prompt it.
Cool. And then once we copy, we call it a success for the day.
Sounds good.
Cool.
It's getting hot.
Yeah.
It is like I was just at the gym before this,
Oh,
and so
yeah.
I think I'm still like kind of sweating from
Yeah.
that.
Alrighty.
It's like a Windows 95 style, like retro theme.
Can we update the style of the pop-up to be more Miami Vice, Windows retro vibes, like this screenshot? Pop it in. Does this one take URLs? Yeah. content. I shouldn't have told it to grab the content.
Yeah, you might want to just grab the image because the content will have the page. That might be confusing, actually.
Won't have like CSS and icons and
No,
stuff.
I don't think so. I think it's just like the markdown of the
Alright.
page. Yeah.
Screenshot instead. All right, here it goes. While it's loading up and coding up the design improvements, I'll also throw in the prompt to like, I forgot to add the copy button. But yeah, while it's loading up, curious to know, when you've done all of your businesses, how have you approached just the thought of bootstrapping versus raising venture capital? Have you ever considered bootstrapping versus raising, or just like, what are your personal or professional goals, that how you approach like that type of decision?
Yeah. Well, before starting Hello Patient, we had bootstrapped like a side project for a year called Spendosa, and we were building some software to like help keep track of your basically like SaaS tools at work. But I don't know, it's just like a bootstrap business is a grind. It's like you're basically trading your time for future, to make money, like basically to be profitable, right? So you're trading your time right now to eventually get to a state where you can, like, at least in software, like charge money for the thing. And I think there's probably some like lightweight AI projects that are bootstrap making way more money than any of us make, like by a mile. But I don't know, I'm 32, and at this point in my life, I was like, I'm going for a big home run, and like that's it. Like there was no interest in like bootstrapping a healthy, comfortable business, which my wife probably kills me for not trying to do that, but it just, I don't know. It's like, let's go for a big swing, like do something really hard. And that just requires raising a lot of money. Like we actually had this conversation at our all hands on, yesterday. And someone asked her like, when do we decide to stop raising money? And I was like, no, like that's what we signed up for. And so there's no way to bootstrap the business that we're doing right now. Like this is enterprise healthcare software. Like there's no way to just bootstrap that unless you want to take 10 years to get to like something meaningful. And so everything from like the security and compliance aspects, like how hard this tech is to get right across voice and SMS, to like the implementation and operations and all those things, like it truly is like a venture bet. And I was very much aware of what I was signing up for when I raised money. And so I think it's great. Like I think people should bootstrap if they don't want external pressure investor. But the minute that you take money from a VC, like you're signing up to be either a home run in their portfolio or a zero. Like there's nothing in between. Yeah. And I don't think a lot of folks realize that. They're like, oh, there's like free money. Like, let me go raise a $3 million seed round. And it's like, it's not a game. And I think a lot of folks like to some extent treat it that way, who like haven't been there before. But like your job is to build a very big business, like not to like dick around and play around for like 2 or 3 years, like pivoting and trying to figure it out. Like in theory, you should just like try something that you have strong conviction in, and if you raise money, like die a quick death versus like dragging it out. And like none of your investors care that you made it 4 years versus 18 months.
Have you seen any recently that like did 18-month run? I guess it was the one that comes to mind of like quickest death, most money raised is Quibi.
Yeah. That's that's a bit of an outlier in terms of like that business. And I mean, I think it happens all the time. I just think founders like draw these things out because they're so attached to it. And so they raise like, whatever, a couple $1 million, and then they hire a team and it's 4 or 5 people, and like that just doesn't work out, but they stretch that to be 5 years. And it's like, I don't know, it's a huge opportunity cost to like maybe get lucky at year 5 and like something starts to take off. But it's also really hard to raise after 5 years to go convince investors like now the growth is going to come. It hasn't happened in 4 years, but like now is the time. And so venture is all about like compressing timelines and growth essentially. And so, and if you can't do that, like it's fine. Like you can take shots and fail, but I just think as a founder, like you do a discredit to yourself by sticking it out for like, I mean, I can't say like I'm not going to name any specifics, but I know companies that have been at it for like 7 or 8 years, and they're just like stuck in zombie land, and it's like that's a really shitty spot to be in.
For you, I'm curious. Like, you seem to have like this very visceral like feeling of like opportunity cost of time. Did you ever feel that way, like coming out of one of your previous companies, or has everything been like, oh, that's like, yeah, like?
No, I mean, I dragged the first company on for like 5 years, and we raised $400K total, and ultimately got acquired, and it was an okay outcome. It wasn't amazing, but in hindsight, like I would have made more money. It would have been better just going to any tech company and doing that for 5 years. And so that opportunity cost, like I look back and I would have just been better learning how to work for 5 years than like teaching myself how to work for 5 years. And we were also working on a company with like a pretty shitty business model, so that doesn't help. But second company, like, I don't know, when the time came to choose, with what we're rebuilding now, like to go quit or to stick it out, like I chose to quit quickly. It was one of those things that I was like, life's too short to like do things you don't want to do. And then at Carbon, like I never thought I would leave. And so that was kind of one of those things where Carbon just like materially changed as a business over the 3.5 years that I was there. And it just was not what I wanted to be doing for like another several years, working on urgent care centers without building software. So, but yeah, it's more like you have to really, really care about what you're doing. We all like, this is literally the only thing I know how to do now is like work on healthcare clinics and like build software. And so kind of this marries the two quite well, but, yeah, you have to know what you're signing up for when you're raising venture money.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
Nice. Congrats.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, so let's take a look.
Whoa, look at that. I like that better.
Dang. Cool. All right, let's chat with it.
It's hard to read now.
It is a bit. They did compress it. Oh, man. I wish I could pinch this.
Yeah.
All right. What else do I have going on this week? Or rather, what times do I... Let's just do
maybe
Wispr.
like what
Well, we
times?
can use one of the prompts we used to use for CommandDot, which is like find me available times this week for a coffee meeting or something.
Cool. Find me available times this week for a coffee meeting. And let's see if it gives us a copy button. Oh, we got a little retro clipboard button.
Nice.
And let's just head back over and see if it's even in the prompt. Boom.
Wow, look
Nice.
at that. So so it's actually formatting it right.
Yeah.
It's not formatting it in like in its own like
The chat,
window.
but
In the chat.
In the copy, it worked well. Yeah.
But it worked.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool.
Howie's going out of business. Sorry, Austin.
Awesome. Well, so yeah. So we'll finish this up. Maybe we'll get it to more of like a central little pop-up. And then maybe you could replace Howie. But I don't think so. I think Howie's a pretty cool tool, but this is like a fun little thing.
Yeah.
There's so many rough around the edges things that like you just learn by building this stuff. It's
100%.
crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It's in the details for sure on making it work really well.
Awesome.
yeah. And hopefully no one like downloads this Chrome app and gets your open API keys.
Yeah.
I'm going to clear everything out like as soon as it's done. Yeah. But yeah, also anyone watching, definitely don't recreate this and publish it as a public thing. This is just for personal use because unless you build your own server.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, we are not lawyers.
Yeah.
We don't want to create another
not leak your
T-app
keys.
situation.
Do not leak your users'
Oh my
public
god, could you imagine
private
that? Like
information.
you leak everyone's calendar events.
Yeah.
I better text Austin and be like, your shit better
Yeah,
not be
double
vibe
check.
coded.
Double check everything.
Yeah.
Now's the time.
Awesome. You got any last questions?
Yeah, no, that was it.
Awesome. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for your
so
time,
much.
Alex.
Yeah,
it was a pleasure.
this was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you.